Hello, it's Super Spare and we are back with another video. What are we doing today?
So last night, Super Eagles Nigeria faced Bafana South Africa in the AFCON semi-final for a spot in the final. And unfortunately for South Africa, Nigeria beat Bafana on penalties 4-2 to advance to the finals. Let's check out this clip quickly and then we'll discuss this whole thing.
Okay.
No, man, I'm genuinely gutted. Like, this tournament was the first time I was actually nervous for Bafana since like 2010, man. We played so well. That would have been massive. Yo, I'm bleak. What made it worse that we should have won it in normal time with like the last kick of the game and we missed an open goal. Shit, man. That would have been such a massive win. But honestly, fair play, Bafana. Like, they showed guts throughout the AFCON. I think they won South Africa over this tournament. I'm proud of them. And they deserve our support properly now. Come on, boys. Qualify for that World Cup now.
How did you feel after the game?
I definitely agree. To be honest, like, my mind was just consumed with, we have to win the whole time, like the game. When the game ended, I was in pain. I won't lie. Personally, I was in pain. Like, all I was thinking is I just want to go sleep. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to read anything. I just want to cover myself and just wake up when it's a new day. But also, under the same breath as well, I was also proud. Like, I was genuinely proud of them. Like, I was like, damn, but that was a game. Like, at first when that 2-0 situation was happening, that one was like, no, this is an embarrassment, this is an abomination. But no, man, as the game was going, like, and how they redeemed themselves and how they were playing even in the first half, like, I know I feel like it's a different Bafana. It's definitely a different Bafana. It's definitely a Bafana worth watching.
I feel very disappointed, but first I'd like to address Nigerians, because I know you're going to be flooding the comments and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to address you guys first before I address Bafana. When this whole match came together and the build up to the match in the past week, there was a lot of banter on Twitter.
Yes.
Nigerians were making fun of South Africans. South Africans were making fun of Nigerians,
As usual.
Yeah, it's just the typical match build up.
Yeah.
But what I realized in this whole thing is that as much as we joke about Nigeria, being criminals and scammers and everything like that, the biggest scam they ever pulled, was making South Africa think that they are our rivals. And I'll tell you why.
Okay, in terms of football or general?
No, in general. The biggest scam they ever pulled is making us think that we are their rivals and they are comparable to us.
Yes, okay.
And I'll tell you why. So during the whole week of this build up to this match, the banter is going on between South Africa and Nigeria. Yeah. And you see a lot of Nigerians saying that if Nigeria wins, they take Midrand. Yeah. If Nigeria wins, they take Amapiano. If Nigeria wins, they take Tyler. Yeah. All those kind of things. If Nigeria wins, they taking something from SA.
From us,
And what I realized is that people were asking, what does South Africa actually want from Nigeria?
Like, what do you have?
What do they have to offer to lose, right, in this wager? And a lot of South Africans came to the conclusion that there's nothing.
Like, you have nothing that we want.
Yes. There's literally nothing that South Africa wants from Nigeria. Yeah. But there's so many things that Nigeria wants from South Africa.
Interesting.
So
which kind of does say that we're not at the same level.
So that's just the beginning of it, right? They have nothing to offer that we want. Yeah. My second realization in all of this is that, you know what? After thinking about it, Nigerians want to be us. And I'll tell you why again. Nigerians, a lot of them, flood to South Africa. Yeah. They want to live in South Africa.
Yes.
Right? That's one. Two.
But then they're going to tell you, we stay everywhere. Like there's
everywhere. Just wait. They flood to South Africa and they want to stay in South Africa. Yeah. Two. They like to brag about our women. They like to brag about taking our women and all of that. That's their main bragging points against us, right? And then 3, they want to take our culture as well. They claiming I'm a piano. They claiming the music. They claiming our dances as well. They take our dances and all that kind of stuff like that. And they want to take our culture. They want to take our women.
So that's a want to be us.
Yes,
basically.
To me, it looks like they want to be us. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it looks like that. Because you want to take our country. You want to take our women. You want to take our culture. South Africans. Do you hear any South Africans wanting to go to Nigeria? Do you hear any South Africans wanting to take their women? So based on this whole week, my whole realization is that no, man, these guys actually want to be us. They want to be us, and that's fine. I mean, we're cool like that. That's fine. But the biggest scam Nigeria has ever done to South Africa was to convince us that we are equatable.
You think so?
That we are comparable, but we are actually not. They want to be us.
Yeah, and like the one thing we wanted to highlight is that we were like we win, bruh. Like we win in so many things, like in so many. Well, I don't know if this is our time or whatever, but it's like we are a wholesome country.
I'm still gonna get to that.
We are wholesome.
I'm still gonna get. I'm still addressing Nigeria because I know they're gonna come for us in the comments. Yeah, I'm still addressing.
Like we are a wholesome country, and I get it. Like you know, like.
So yeah, but we're not sore losers over here. I just want to say fair play to the Super Eagles.
Fair play.
They did what they had to do to win the game. Historically, the Super Eagles are a bigger team than the Bafana anyway.
Absolutely.
So, and we came in as the underdogs.
And the fact that we gave them a run for their money as well, like gave them a tough game as well. I'm proud of us on that. I'm
gonna get to them, but I just want to say fair play to the Super Eagles. They show a winning mentality. They did what they could to win the game. Even though in some parts South Africa were outplaying them, but they stayed in the game and they did what they could to win the game. So fair play to them, and good luck for the final. We'll be there no matter what. Good luck for the final. We'll be there no matter what. So now let me address Bafana. Now I want to address Bafana. Honestly, I stopped watching Bafana a long time ago because they were mediocre. They weren't qualifying for tournaments. They were playing very badly. They weren't competing.
Nobody wanted to hear anything about Bafana. And that's like we'd always compare like with Springboks. Whenever Springboks play and they win, we're like, oh, why can't Bafana be like this? Like everybody had honestly given up on Bafana. Like Bafana was just like out of our hearts. And yeah, we just... because we disappointed so many times.
Yeah, so Bafana has disappointed us so many times that even till this day, like 10 years after the 2010 World Cup, the highlights that DSTV put up about Bafana is like Shaba's goal. When we're talking about Bafana, we're talking about Shabalala's goal, which happened over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So in this AFCON, a lot of people were expecting Bafana to be knocked out quite early. Some of them weren't even expecting Bafana to qualify, but they've exceeded expectations. You know, they went far in the tournament. They pushed the Super Eagles.
I was not expecting that. Like, I was not expecting them to get this far in any case. So let's also keep that at the back of my mind. Like, with Bafana, we were not at all expecting them to get this far.
Yeah. But the harsh truth is, and the harsh reality is that Bafana are not good enough to represent South Africa at this current point in time.
I don't think so. I think they are.
And let me tell you what.
I honestly think they are. Like even with like watching the game yesterday, that game could have gone in any direction.
No, let me tell you why. They're not good enough. Right. I know a lot of people are gonna come for me for this opinion, but it's my opinion. This is how
they don't finish.
The reason why South Africa, Bafana specifically, is not good enough to represent South Africa at this current point in time is because South Africa is a winning nation. I just literally checked out. There's a website that lists all of South Africa's accomplishments in the past year, in 2023 alone. All of our accomplishments.
I hear you. Right? I hear you.
And we are a winning nation, and we've cultivated this culture that in South Africa we win.
Yes.
You know, Springboks is a prime example.
We don't want runner up. We don't want whatever we win.
Springboks is the prime example of this. Is that we win, even when the Springboks play bad, they still find a way to win.
Yes.
You know? And this comparison between Bafana and Springboks has to stop, because Springboks just have that winning mentality.
Yeah.
They've proven
they're
over the
really
years.
about winning. Like, we want to take it. They're not scared they're not scared of the trophy. They're like,
they
coming
win.
for it. It's ours. Bafana, it's like they overthink things. I don't know.
No, it's like it's heritage at the end of the day, and we just have to accept that at this point in time, Bafana are not good enough to represent South Africa, because South Africa is a winning nation. And just to emphasize what I mean by South Africa being a winning nation, I'll put up all of our achievements that we've won in the past year, and then you'll see for yourself why I say South Africa is a winning nation.
We are winners.
Bafana was supposed to win this AFCON. It was written for them to win.
It was written for them to win. Like, honestly, like...
And you know what's
I
the
don't
most painful
understand.
thing? What the most painful thing about yesterday's match, specifically yesterday's match, is that we lost. We lost not because Nigeria were better than us.
Yeah.
We lost because we weren't good enough
to win.
That's why we lost. We weren't good enough to win.
Letting go chances,
I would have much preferred it if
they
Nigeria outplayed us.
So they
outplayed us and they beat us clean.
Yeah.
You know? But we played better than them.
They were shaking. Like, come on, like.
But we couldn't take our chances. We couldn't win when we needed to win.
To a point where we started thinking like, Percy Tau, are you bored, my nigga? Like, are you bored?
And Percy Tau is supposed to be the best.
Did they pay you?
He's supposed to be the best player in that squad there.
How? When he was the worst. You seem like he was the worst. I don't understand. What happened? Like, I wish he can just tell us what happened in that game. That was ridiculous. Like, that's why we can't have like but there's also that anger of like the chances, and I knew like they were gonna regret missing those goals. I knew it. Like, the first half was when they needed to secure things. They needed to secure.
We could have won that game so many times, and that's what makes it painful. Is that we actually could have won this game.
Yeah,
easily, even within the 90 minutes. But because Bafana haven't cultivated that winning mentality.
Like what? Their mind is not in the game. I feel like their mind is not 100%.
It's not that.
In the game.
Bafana, like, from what I've seen, right? Bafana are now a well-structured team. They're playing well. But under pressure, they haven't cultivated that culture to be like, under pressure, we need to perform.
Yeah.
Under pressure, we need to go.
And also, you can't be relying on, like, penalties for every game, but like, you need to try and stay away from penalties as possible. Like, especially if you have one situation where you have penalties, you can't go to the next one as well. They studied our goalkeeper. It's like, now what to expect. Like, if we go against them, this is what's gonna happen. The goalkeeper shine is supposed to be like once in a tournament. I feel like don't put that person in constant pressure, because then now it's like they start studying the person.
So, but on a more positive note though, Bafana are headed in the right direction. They've improved quite a lot.
Yeah.
Defensively, we have a very good goalkeeper. We have a good defense. We have a good midfield.
But we just needed to win right now. Like, this is like so painful.
At the end of the day, that's what makes sports.
Yeah.
We don't care who loses. It's all about who wins. It's all about who wins.
Like,
so unfortunately for Bafana,
by the next game, like, everybody forgot about Bafana.
Unfortunately, Bafana currently right now, you're not good enough to represent the country. But you are headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
I just want to say shout out to...
You're worth watching.
I just want to say shout out to Patrice Motsepe specifically. He's invested... him single-handedly investing so much into South African football.
It's the reason why
we
are where we are.
We are now more competitive. Like,
absolutely.
The amount of money he puts into Sundowns, in buying the best players in the league, having the best sports facilities, making Sundowns competitive in the continent, is making Bafana competitive now. And even his contributions to AFCON as a chairman. So shout out to Patrice. And I'd like the rest of the PSL to try and bridge that gap, because Sundowns right now is dominating the league.
Yes.
And other teams are just don't know how to keep up. They don't know how to compete with Sundowns. So hopefully the rest of the PSL can catch up to Sundowns, have a more competitive league, and we can have more competitive clubs in Africa, and therefore we'll have a more competitive international football team.
Absolutely. I feel like we are slowly going there. Like we are getting there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. This one really stings, especially the opponents that we faced. We really needed to win this game. The pride of the nation was on the line, and
we needed to win this game.
Bafana disappointed us, even though they played well. But they should have won this game.
Yeah,
like they should have won. But now we have to do these whole consolation things like, oh, we're so proud that you went this far.
Like, we didn't want to be doing that,
so proud
but we want to celebrate.
We're so proud that you performed. You know, we don't talk like this about Springboks.
No.
You know, we don't talk about like this about other South African like institutions that win.
Our swimmers, our athletes.
But with Bafana, we always gotta accept that if they tried, you know, we always gotta accept that.
People get angry on the Springboks. The Springboks, they don't even need to lose a lot. One game and people get depressed, you know? They're like an A student that gets a B and people are worried, you know? Whereas when Bafana loses, no one really cares. Oh, Bafana. We've become so complacent with that team. Like, anything is enough for us. Have you noticed that? Anything. Yeah, Bafana's like our special child, like, you know? Where's there, like, hey, welcome home, Bafanas, welcome. What happened? Oh, you got a D. Well done, boy. Well done, boy. Got a D, eh? Hey, at least you finished the test this time. Well done, Bafanas. Bafana, that's what they do. They lose or they draw. They don't win. No. Drawing is a win for us. Yes, we drew.
We need to demand more from Bafana, you know?
Yeah.
Even though they've done really well in this AFCON, we need to demand more. We are a winning nation.
Absolutely.
And we need them to win. We need to demand them to win.
Don't chill out. Because I feel like they also have this mentality of like, oh, we got this far. They'll be happy that we got this far. I wish that they had that, if we don't get this, like, you know, we're gonna sleep outside, basically. Like, you have to have that.
They need to have that hunger, yeah.
Yeah.
If you do not win this, you're sleeping outside.
But
yeah, there's a lot of progress. Bafana are now watchable. We can now root for them and cheer for them, and hopefully things will improve to a point where they can actually start winning tournaments now.
Yeah.
Because that's what South Africa is.
Yeah.
They must know that, okay, you did well, but we still need to do better.
Yeah.
We still need to hold you to a high standard because this is South Africa. And this is the best country in the world. And as much as people like to disagree with us, we know
we are the best. And it just doesn't make sense that we don't have the African Cup. Come on, man. We're the best in Africa, period.
So hard luck, South Africa. Next time we'll be there. And next time we want you to win the AFCON.
Absolutely. We just needed to show the world that we are African champions. We are African champions. It's fine, like, now they can have the trophy, whoever has it. But, like...
Yeah, as for the Nigerians, enjoy your win. Enjoy our tears. I know you're going to be drinking our tears for the next couple of weeks. Enjoy that. But don't get it twisted. We're still the best country in the world. Anyway, you guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, let us know.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.
I want Bafana to win is because whenever Bafana loses, xenophobia goes up in South Africa. Yeah, this is a trend I've noticed. I've started seeing this. It even happens at the matches. It's gotten so bad that foreigners have started supporting Bafana now. You go to the matches and you'll see giant guys in skinny Bafana shirts shouting, Jabalada! Jabala, can I go pass that ball for him? Pass that ball for that man. That's it, Nigeria can take that ball. You cannot shoot that one. Why don't shoot for that man? Why don't shoot for him? You're like, yo, man, you're Nigerian. Support Nigeria. It's like, I support my life, Don't worry about me. I support my life. And I can store that thing for you. Oh,